guys, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Theta Emerald EX Nuzlocke. In the last episode, what did we do? Oh, we finished Mount Pyre, of course, and we learned about the secrets of Mega Evolution. And at the end of the episode, I promised you that I would start this episode here at the Jagged Pass. And would you look at that? When Josh makes a promise, he keeps it, unless that promise involves streaming, which I swear I'm going to do at some point, I promise. But not yet. But in this case, I actually stayed true to my word, and we are here in front of the Team Magma base. As you can see, once you reach this point in the Jagged Pass, the boulder shakes in response to the Magma emblem, and bam, the Team Magma base opens up. Now we're gonna be moving semi-quickly in today's episode because, as I said, my goal is to get the Team Magma base. I don't know why I'm leading with Texas, knowing that this is a Team Magma base. There's probably a lot of fire types. I'm gonna try to get the Team Magma base and the Team Aqua base done in one episode. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna be drinking a whole lot of water because, unfortunately, over the weekend, well, I felt fine this weekend. All of a sudden today, I started getting a little bit of a sore throat. You know, you can kind of tell that you're about to get sick. I unfortunately think I am in one of those situations where I feel it coming on. And at this point, I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop it, so we're just gonna try and hope that I don't actually get sick, or that if I do, it's very quick. So when I entered here, it said Magma Hideout, which I'm assuming means we can get an encounter in here, if there are, in fact, encounters to be had. Do I even have the HM for strength? I do, which is fantastic. But first things first, can I get an encounter in here? Because that would be a great way to start today's episode. Our Magma Hideout encounter is gonna be a Geodude. I can't T-Wave this thing, which is kind of sad. I also probably can't Thunderbolt this thing, which is just as sad. Let's instead go into Tejas. Let's go into Texas. Yoop, this boy knows Earthquake. Okay, well that's not great for Texas. He actually takes that better than I thought he would. A Bullet Punch is gonna kill this thing too, man, unless he has Sturdy, but I don't think Sturdy works like I want it to work. Who can I go into that has a move that's going to do like no damage to this thing? Poison Jab might be fairly weak. Those are all going to kill. Those are... U-Turn might be able to get the job done. You know what? A Resisted Slash is actually probably our best bet, which is kind of nuts, but I think it is actually our best bet. So we will go for a Resisted Slash and hope for no crits. That is no crits. Unfortunately, it puts this Geodude in a range that makes it very likely that we will... Don't say anything. Don't even say the word. There you go. You don't say the word, you don't get the crit. This has been the most ridiculous playthrough of my entire life in terms of missing encounters. I've never seen anything like it. I have never seen a young boy, age however old I am, miss as many counters as I have in this playthrough. It's okay though. So we have to teach someone strength. Obviously not an ideal situation. I think I'll teach it to Earhart. Just get rid of Slash since he already has the normal type move. We can obviously switch it back as soon as possible, but we missed our Team Magma Hideout encounter. Now we do get a Team Aqua encounter later, but it'll probably be a water type, which doesn't really help me if we're being 100% honest here. Okay, and I also don't really remember the layout of this base, so we will have to learn things as we go. I remember the Team Aqua layout pretty well, but I can't remember if Emerald is the only time we get this. I also would like to fight as few trainers as possible. Like I said, we got a little bit over-leveled. Actually, we don't look that over-leveled anymore. But I felt like we got a little bit over-leveled in that last episode. And so my goal would be here to avoid, you know, as many trainers as possible. I really just want to fight the main head honchos, if at all possible. But it looks like they're going to be unfortunately set up in a way that I'm going to have to fight a majority of them, which just kind of stinks. It's a little bit rough if we're being 100% honest here. This Miltank is also pretty rough if we're being honest here, which means I'm going to switch into Texas, because that's going to do almost nothing to it. And we can hammer on that thing and get rid of it. Now, another issue that I'm quickly realizing is I never bought more super potions. we're gonna have to get through a majority of this place potionless. So I'm just avoiding them as much as possible. I also would like to avoid trainers as much as possible, as I said before. Just kind of make our way through here, make our way downtown, if you will. Man, I'm upset we did not get an encounter, although it's looking like all we could have gotten is Geodudes and Torkoals anyway. Like, take a look at this. Geodude, Torkoal, Geodude, Torkoal, Geodude, Torkoal. So, would we have likely used either of those anyway? You know, there's a possibility there, but there's no guarantees. Like I said, I really don't remember the layout of this place. I mean, the fact that there's two guys kind of stacked here makes it seem like this might be a good way to go. We're really just looking for Maxi. I'm looking for Maxi as quickly as possible so that I can send him to the Shadow Realm, basically. Come on now with the Earthquake. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. We should probably go back to putting Walther up front. Unagi really just doesn't make sense here. There's going to be a lot of ground and rock types, so doesn't make sense. Do I at least have Hyper Potions? I mean, at least have Hyper Potions. I don't want to use too many of them. Oh, this is not the way we need to go. I lied to you completely. This is not the way we need to go. We have a Swallow here using Seed Bomb, but the Zen Headbutt's going to get the job done, and we're going to get a Max Elixir. Could use some more healing items. Could definitely use some more healing items. Although this looks promising. Again, I don't... Was this even in Ruby and or Sapphire? I want to say no. I don't remember this being in Ruby and or Sapphire, so... Another battle. It's okay. Like I said, we're a little over-leveled, but not too bad. I got rid of Ice Beam, so I actually cannot fight this thing. We can go into a Taru. That was significantly too close. Like, way too close. I'm going into Texas. Going for the Razor Leaf. That's much better. Why did I go for the Hammer Arm? Because I'm not smart. Simple. I meant to go for the Zen Headbutt. Meant to go for the Zen Headbutt there. Meant to go for the Zen Headbutt and get the job done. Ataru almost died. Oh, okay, I was like, how did Ataru get all this HP back? Regenerator. Regenerator gave it a little bit of HP back. Yes, Ataru almost died there, but did she? No, she did not. She's fine. We have a rare candy we could maybe use at some point. I love candy. I'm not gonna lie. I do love candy. Oh, I hate being sick though. I hate this I hate this throatness in my voice. I just hate the feeling. This is a double battle. This is a double battle. And that's something I didn't want to do. We do have, luckily, Walther out front who can use Surf, and I think Retro's coming up too. So honestly, that's a decent party to double team these guys with, and these guys don't look that bad. I probably would just go for the Aura Sphere, since it's a little bit stronger. I'm more scared of the Zangoose because it could have a Night Slash, so let's double up on the Zangoose. The Dunsparce is going to go for the Endure, which is hilarious because, well, it's just going to leave it at 1 HP, but still. We'll go ahead and double attack that thing, get rid of it. Nothing to worry about if you see what I'm saying. Yeah, this is weird that there's only 2 Pokemon available in this entire place to capture, Torkoals and Geodudes, but... I mean, obviously the Torkoal would have been the better option because we may have actually captured it instead of losing the encounter. But, you know, I'm the kind of guy who lets bygones be bygones. We have a quad effective Aura Sphere, so not a big deal. He could have Sucker Punched me, he chose not to. See, we're still not over leveled per se, but leveled enough that this is not the scariest place on planet Earth. Even with that guy's boosted defense, he's still getting just mollywopped. We have a Nugget. Good for a little bit of money, but we're actually doing fine on money. Okay, I see drilling equipment, which makes me think we're going down into the belly of the beast, which is usually a good thing. Kind of want to go into a Taru here to go for the acrobatics. It's a strong move, but he's not part fighting. He's not part fighting. Wow, but that's a lot. We should outspeed this thing, though, and that should take him out. A little scary. We still have some Hyper Potions. We're good to go. We're going to split up this double battle because if I have the chance to split up a double battle, I'm absolutely going to, because it makes me a heck of a lot happier to do so. We have a Machamp. I'm going into Texas. Scary Face is not a big deal. Zen Headbutt is a bigger deal for you, my friend. I was like, why did it do a little bit of damage? And then I remember we had the Rocky Helmet. Oh, now the nose is starting to stuff now that I'm talking. This guy's got 6 Pokemon, but why? Why does Bounce paralyze you on turn 1? Can we talk about that? That's not something that's supposed to happen. I didn't see it was coming in. I'm gonna assume it's something that Mega Garchomp can handle. Yes, it is. We're gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve and hopefully sweep through most of this guy's team. I don't do a lot of talking work. I work in kind of an interesting workspace, and by interesting I mean I don't totally dig it. People are very quiet. Most people, now I'm the same way. When I'm working, I like to, sometimes, if I need to focus on something and get it done, I was the same way in college. I'll put my headphones in, get the job done, right? Period, not a big deal. I'll put my headphones in, focus on getting the job done and get the job done. Ooh, he survived that. And just work on getting the job done. This workspace is very similar, but they do it for 8 hours a day. You come in, you put your headphones on, and you work. Which again is fine, but sometimes I do enjoy a little bit more of a social aspect to my work environment. Ooh, this is a Charizard. We could probably go for the outrage here and take this thing out. That's right, that's right. Okay, that must have been an admin, and if that's an admin, then my guess would be we're heading in the right direction. Again, don't know this layout very well, which is good because if we can get through this in 15 minutes, then we can get through the Team Aqua one in 15 minutes. Theoretically, it's Maxi and it's Groudon. And it's Torkoal. Let's talk to Maxi. Do we have the squad out there? Yes, we have the squad ready to take on Maxi. Maxi could be kind of a tough battle. Let's find out. Groudon. Nothing could awaken you from your sleep bathed in magma. The blue orb is what you sought, wasn't it? I have brought you the blue orb. Let its shine awaken you and show me the full extent of your power. All right, sweet blue screen of death. If this was on an Xbox, you'd be nervous. Oh wait, that's the red ring of death. Same thing, same color. Same color except opposites. That man has vanished. Maxi's upset. You gonna battle me? Groudon, what's wrong? Wasn't the blue orb the key? Groudon, where have you gone? Oh, so it was you. I've seen you poking around uninvited here and there. I get it now. You must have pulled a cheap stunt. Okay, so he's upset. Understandably, his legendary boy went away. We're gonna take on Maxi, who I forgot can see in this game. Freaking chandelier. Forgot that he could see in this game. We're going for a stab surf to start things off. We're 2 levels up. I would think this would kill. I'm going to try to use as little speed up button in this battle as possible. But we still do have another team base to get through. We have a Houndoom coming in next. I'm probably good to stay in. And just go for another surf. He's going to outspeed and go for the Dark Pulse. He could get some flinch hacks going here. That's exactly what he's going to do. Again, you don't say it. If you don't say it, it can't happen. Okay. Going for it again. He's going for the Dark Pulse. Even a crit will not kill us, so I am fine. And we don't get flinch hacked that time, which is good. The Houndoom is going to go down. A Clay Doll is going to come in next. I am fine as long as this thing does not use Explosion. Staying in. Psychic. Psychic does little to nothing. Walther is such a beast. How have I never used a Clawser before? Well, I've also only played 6th Gen one time, so that's why. And my Water type that I used in 6th Gen was... Who did I use in my 6th Gen playthrough? Why did I go into Texas against a T-Tar? I don't know, but I'm gonna go for the Iron Head. Probably should have gone for the Quad Effective Hammer Arm. The stab bonus is probably not worth going for the Iron Head. Probably not. That was a misplay there. And this Dark Pulse, luckily he's not a special attacker, so it shouldn't kill me. See? What did I tell you? It shouldn't kill me. Which is good because that was a bad play. Pretty much universally a bad play. Now, can a Bullet Punch take him out from this range? I think the answer to that question would have been yes. Did he just use like a Super Potion on his T-Tar instead? Okay, well, I don't understand that really. I'm gonna go for another Bullet Punch and take out the T-Tar, and Texas is gonna live to fight another day. You don't mess with Texas. The next Pokemon coming in is gonna be a Crobat, which would be a great Pokemon for Texas to stay in on. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to, I mean, I could have healed up, but I'm gonna swap out. Crobat looking a little bit derpy, not gonna lie. Going for the Haze, not a great move for you. I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt and knock you out in one hit because Unagi is so good. I did have some delicious sushi today, which you think would heal me, but unfortunately it did not. We have a Camerupt coming in. Yeah, just go for Walther. This is probably gonna be a Mega Camerupt. It's not a Mega Camerupt. I am shocked. I would have expected, we've hit the point in the game where Mega Evolution is kind of just universal. And I just spilled water over myself because I am 5 years old. I would have expected that to be a Mega Camerupt, but it was not. And we have defeated Leader Maxi. Wow, I'm wet. What makes you so adept at handling Pokemon? And I got 4640 for winning. Thank you for the money. There has to be some reason why Groudon fled. That's what you're trying to say, aren't you? You think I didn't know that? With Groudon gone, there's no longer any need for this blasted volcano. I'm going after Groudon, so this is where we part. Okay. He's gonna leave the volcano. That's cool. I went down and I came out up. I don't really understand that. I'm looking for the quickest way out of this cave possible, though. Got anything hidden around here? I would imagine the Mega Cameruptite is probably in here somewhere. There's a Graveler who also could have exploded on me. Now I see where we are. Okay, so now that we're done with the Team Magma base, now we get to do the Team Aqua base, which is fun. Don't you love doing all of this in one episode? I certainly do. I'm also going to want to heal up very quickly. I really wish we had a Pokemon that knew Fly. I mean, I assume that's where we go next. I actually don't know the answer to that question. And do I need... Okay, I have a Pokemon that knows Rock Smash. Thankfully, it really doesn't make sense for me to... If we're on a time crunch, it doesn't make sense for me to wait all the way till we get to Lily Cove. So I will see you guys at Lily Cove City. Okay, we're back in Lily Cove City, like I said. I think the Team Aqua base should be open now. Now, of course, we do have our Lily Cove City encounter that we can get, I think. This man's just blocking the way. Oh, there's Whalmer. Okay, so yes, we can get into the secret base, which is nice of them. There's something blocking the way. What do you mean wait until later? There's a sweet item I want there. So we can either fish and get our Lily Cove encounter right now, or we can, I still haven't decided if I want to do the, let's just hold off on the Lily Cove encounter right now. It doesn't even matter if we encounter something in the water here, it doesn't matter, pretend it didn't happen. Thankfully we didn't, so I don't have to worry about it. Now in the Team Aqua hideout, we are going to encounter something because I don't think there's any way to avoid, why are you not letting me in though? What do you want with Team Aqua? Our boss isn't here. He's off to jack a submarine. Okay, so I gotta go get the submarine first. I'm getting this stuff all mixed up, but we will go ahead and get this encounter because why not? Let's go for the old rod because I don't think it really matters. We'll get our encounter here in the Team Aqua base. Again, assuming that is something we can do. I can't remember if there's Pokemon in here or not. Not looking great so far. We're gonna keep trying though. Try to get a Team Aqua base encounter. Okay, all right, okay. Playing hard to get, it's okay. You only make me love you more. I know that there's like what's my favorite water type? I don't know, that's a great question, me. I know you got a Blastoise chilling in here waiting for me. Is that my favorite water type? Probably just very nostalgic. Come on though. There may not be Pokemon in here, by the way. Okay, it may not be an encounter. May not be an encounter. We could just get a surfing encounter. Let's try the rod a couple more times. Not even a nibble. Not even a nibble. Not even a nibble. It's not looking great for the fishing encounter here. Not even a nibble. What if we try the good rod? Maybe it demands a higher quality rod. I know I demand a higher quality rod at some times in my life. Okay. Yeah, not looking good. I'm seeing little to no encounters in here. Unless we can get a surfing encounter, which also does not look very good. Okay, so I goofed, and we actually don't need to be here. We need to be in Slateport City, so give me like another 20... There's a Lily Cove City encounter, it doesn't matter. You know what, it's a flying type. It's actually part flying, part water, and so you know what? Let's go ahead and just call this our Lily Cove City encounter and not worry about it anymore. Let's just not even worry about it. I almost killed it, but let's not even worry about it. It's gonna be healing itself with Aqua Ring. Little annoying. Totally fine though. We're just going to capture this thing, and this is gonna be our Lily Cove City encounter. Again, I haven't really decided what I wanna do with these city encounters since all of them are gonna be water. But I mean, we have a really good party right now, and we honestly have a decent amount of cool Pokemon in the box. So that makes me feel better about just sticking with, just take the encounters as they come, basically, and just really hope you don't lose any more Pokemon because you really don't want to. Now, I will say this Mantike is being a little obnoxious, and I would like it to be captured so I could stop wasting Pokeballs. Thank you. Luckily, this has reminded me that I also need to buy potions. I forgot again that I need to buy potions. Unagi's gonna gain some sweet experience. Yeah. Mantike is the kite Pokemon. When it swims close to the surface of the ocean, people aboard ships are able to observe the pattern on its back. Give a name to the caught Mantike, yes. Since it's the kite Pokemon, I'm remembering a book that I read in high school, kind of a depressing book, actually an extremely depressing book, called The Kite Runner. It's a good book though, so you should definitely check it out. I'm going to look at the characters in Kite Runner and find the first female name on the list. Amir is a son, that does not count. Hassan is a brother, doesn't count. Baba is a father, doesn't count. Sorab is a son, doesn't count. Asef is a racist, doesn't count. Rahim Khan is a friend. Father figure. It's a dude. Farid. It's a guy. Are there any? Here we go. Oh man, that's hard to pronounce. We'll go with this one. Soraya. Soraya is a little bit easier to pronounce. The other one was Sanaubar. Sanabar. But we'll go with Soraya because I can actually pronounce that one a little bit better. Soraya the Mantite. Gonna get. Wait, is this not? This isn't a racist, right? Soraya. Amir's wife, steady, intelligent, always there for Amir, strong-willed. That's good. That's a good, there you go, Soraya. That's a good description for you. I haven't read that book in a long time, so I don't really remember any of the characters or anything, but still. Okay, so like I said, I need to get all the way back to Slateport City, so I'll see you guys in like 2 seconds. Okay, and through the magic of editing and or time travel, we are here in Slateport City. Fantastic. Now let me stop by the Pokemart real fast, because like I said, I need to buy some things, starting with some Hyper Potions, just to make sure we have a plentiful supply of those. I'll also buy some Super Potions as well. Those are less important. Let's get some more Hyper Potions going on. Do we need any other of these things? Can I buy full heals yet? Apparently not from this store, and I also can't buy Ultra Balls here, which stinks. Let's go into the submarine store, aka whatever this is, the wharf, and let's see what's going on here with Captain Stern. Yes, indeed, we intend to move ahead with our exploration. That's wonderful, Captain Stern. Thank you for taking the time for your busy schedule to talk with us. We hope you can interview again with more news of okay. Yep, reading comprehension skills of a 3rd grader. Phew, that was my first time being filmed for TV. That was nerve-wracking. Oh, Gilmore, you're looking great. You hitting on me? We made a huge discovery on our last seafloor exploration. We found an underwater cavern on Route 128. We think it's the habitat of a Pokemon that's said to have been long extinct. Foo. Captain Stern, I presume. We of Team Aqua will assume control of your submarine. Your objections are meaningless. We expect your total cooperation. Foo. Just watch and learn what Team Aqua has planned. Question marks? What was that all about? It sounded like someone using a megaphone. Where did it come from? It's from the harbor! The submarine! They're trying to take it! Gilmore, please come with me! Okay, let's go see what's going on in here. Ooh, bad things. Hello, Archie. How you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. His name is Urchie. Oh, not you again. You are tenacious to track us here. That much I will give you. But now, no one can stop us. No one. Or will you follow us back to our hideout in Lily Cove City? It's impressive to enter an underwater submarine. I gotta give him props for that. That's some skills. Why would Team Aqua steal my submarine Explorer 1? They can't be after the slumbering Pokemon at the bottom of the sea, but even if I were to chase them, I don't stand a chance against them. Well, I guess then it's up to me. Which means I gotta get back to Lilycove, which means once again, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, this time we're actually supposed to be here. We've done everything in the correct order, I assume. Man, there's a lot of stuff you gotta do before getting to, between the 6th and 7th gym. These are usually my least favorite places in Pokemon games, is when you get that filler. Like, I kind of just want to get back to my journey of becoming a Pokemon Master, becoming the very best like no one ever was. But sometimes the game needs you to do little side quest stuff. There's none of them as bad as 6th gen and the Team Flare stuff you have to do, though. That actually makes me want to just punch my head into a wall when I have to go through that. Am I healed up? Am I fully healed? I mean, close enough. We're dang close enough. Okay, let's try to find our way through the Team Aqua hideout again. If I can minimize trainer battle interactions, I'm going to run right into him is what I was going to say there. What did you think I was going to say there? What I was going to say was that I'm going to minimize them. Eat that water spout. Okay, good thing I bought potions because we've almost died right off the bat. We have 57 hyper potions now though, so that should help quite a bit. Okay, that didn't work. This appears to maybe be working. I don't really remember how to do these puzzles. That didn't work. Let's try the other way. Here we go. Here we go. What about this way? I'm at the bottom and then I go here. And would you look at that, I found some Pokeballs. I think this is actually where we find the Master Ball, which is pretty exciting. That's the Master Ball. So, you know, worst comes to worst, we now have a Master Ball, which is awesome. Does this do anything for me? Okay, I think that's everything. I think that area only serves to give us the Master Ball, so we're totally fine. A lot of water starters. A lot of water starters here, I gotta say. A lot of water starters. Let's use some Super Potions, get Unagi back up to fighting shape. Unagi is not gonna die in today's episode, but a Garchomp is not a great matchup, so we're gonna swap out of that. Unagi is not a great matchup for anyone, if we're being honest. We're going to Walther, we have Dragon Pulse. And Iron Head is resisted, so we're fine. Go for the Dragon Pulse. The Dragon Rush is gonna hurt. That hurt. This will hopefully one-shot. You son of a gun. You tricked me into thinking that was going to one-shot. I'm going to assume the Iron Head. Hopefully you don't heal up. If you heal up, you played me like a fool. Thrash. Thrash is fine, and you get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. That is not exactly how I was going to do that, but it worked out nonetheless. Unagi, come on back out. You got a Gyarados here. Gyarados is going to Hydro Pump. Gyarados is going to miss, unfortunately. Not so unfortunately for me, but pretty fortunately for me. Okay. Hyper Potion up, Walther. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going through the base. Here's a door. This door's looking good. I like doors. Past this guy walking around. There's just guys doing patrols. Guys doing patrols don't bother me at all. I'm here to just literally walk past him. That man is the worst guard on planet Earth. He just walked right to his left and he's like, I didn't see him. They must have snuck past me. Gonna break up the doubles because we don't really deal with the doubles. Go for the Thunderbolt. He's a Protean boy. He's a Protean boy. Luckily the sub's gonna fade because we crit. Is he gonna go for another sub? It's tough to say. I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt. He goes for the double team. We connect. It does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage, and I flinch to the extra sensory. That stinks. I'm going into Walther because we have Aura Sphere, and Aura Sphere never misses. Going for the normal type, going for the double team, doesn't matter. Like I said, Aura Sphere never misses, which is essentially why I did that. More super potions, just super potions aplenty. Get everybody all super poshed up. Go past this guy. I don't even know if we needed to fight this guy. This is unfortunate, but I have Grass Knot and Levitate, so his ground type moves can't actually hit me, and this should take him out. It's quad effective. I was gonna say I'd be shocked if that didn't take him out. A quad effective Grass Knot, that's what I'm saying. Ooh, he's freaking out, but I'm gonna take TM97 right from under his little nostrils there. TM97, of course, being Dark Pulse, which is a good move. Hello, sir, what are you doing? Got here already, did you? We underestimated you. But this is it. I'm a cut above the grunts you've seen so far. I'm not stalling for time. I'm going to pulverize you. So we're not fighting the man, the myth, the legend, Archie just yet. He's on his way to somewhere. I don't know where he is. But we have to fight the Aqua admin, Matt, who really should put on a shirt. I'm not trying to body shame here. You should put on a little bit of a shirt or do some stair steppers. We have a Golduck. He's going to hit me with a Hydro Pump. Do these guys even watch the anime? Water conducts electricity. You've made my electrical moves more powerful than you could ever imagine. Actually, that's not something that happens in the games. That only exists in the anime. I don't know why they make such a big deal about water conducting electricity when it don't even work in the game. Cool. Next Pokemon's going to be a Barbaracle, which I'm going to go into a Taru for because a Drain Punch should do a lot of damage and crit it and take it out. Then we got a Ferrothorn coming in next. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi, a Ferrothorn, huh? We can probably go ahead and stay in and go for, you know, I'm breaking out the high jump kicks. I'm breaking out that super effective high jump kick because I know there's no way he lived that. I knew there was no way he lived that. I'm also going to stand against this thing and go for that U-turn. Should do a whole bunch of damage against this thing. This guy's got a bunch of like rough skin annoyingness that's really just not my favorite. I'm going into Earhart. We're going to maybe go Mega. We might go Mega here. We have a Nidoqueen coming in. We're actually going to... I think I will go Mega here. I think I will go Mega and hit this thing with a Bulldoze. Gonna go ahead and take that out. Didn't see what was coming in next. It's a Blastoise, so I shouldn't be in. I should not be in. I'm going into Retro. This man's going for Iron Defense. Smart move. Actually a great move because now my Horn Leeches are not getting the job done, but it's okay because enough of them does get the job done. And Team Aqua Grunt, Matt! Or admin, sorry, I forgot your title. Well, I was toying with you. Our boss got through his preparations, and he's out. Okay. Our boss has already gone on his way to some cave under the sea. If you're going to give chase, you'd better search the big wide sea beyond Lily Cove. But will you find it then? I don't know, will I? The answer is yes, I will. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We're done searching for Blue's Clues. We know where we're going. Whoa, what's this over? Oh, I thought that was another teleportation pad. It's not. Okay, so we're done with Lilycove. Are you sure I can't get an encounter in here, by the way? Yes, even like no encounter. Unfortunate. We did get a Mantike in today's episode, though, so that's good, I guess. And we're about to go ahead into the ocean where I'm sure we got, you know, encounters aplenty. So we're about to get a whole bunch of encounters. I think we should probably buy some more Ultra Balls first. So let me hit up the mall. And we may end today's episode by getting one of those set encounters. I'm not totally looking forward to all of these water types. Ooh, let's calm down there. I'm not really looking forward to all of these water types we're about to capture, but Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do. And what I have to do is, you know, go ahead on the ocean and do this. Still got to do Nagi out front. Yes, we may have a bunch of water battles. I'm going to try to make it over to Moss Deep City. In the next episode, I think we'll take on the seventh gym, I should say. Because after the 7th gym, whoa, you're really going to make me fight these guys? By the way, our encounter for this route's going to be an Alomomola. Let's go ahead and rock smash this thing a couple times. Get him nice and ready to go, right? You're nice and ready for capture. He's wake up slapping me. Not a big deal. Alomomola is a palindrome, by the way, which is super fun to say. It's the same forward and backwards. Come on. Going for the soak, turning me into the water type. I don't really know what that's going to do for you, my friend, but I appreciate you nonetheless. I just really want to capture you, though, because I'm not that excited about you existing on my team. Perfect. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Alomomola is a really good support Pokemon. Not that I'm not skilled enough to use one of them, but in theory, it is a very good support Pokemon. Alomomola is the caring Pokemon. Floating on the open sea is how they live, and when they find a wounded Pokemon, they embrace it and bring it to shore. Give a name to the captured Alomomola. Since your name is a palindrome, I'm going to nickname you Paladin because it's close to the same letters and it's not the same word though. Paladin's gonna get sent to box 1. Appreciate you. We got a couple trainer battles here that we are unfortunately probably gonna want to do. Hello, Alomomola. I might be able to just break them up. I don't know if these guys are a couple or what, but if I can break them up, I can make it to the next 10 a little bit quicker. And we also have, we're gonna like probably cross into another route here as well. I think I'd rather go for a fishing encounter if we do. There's another man's hike. We're getting into some strong levels here. Any new levels here? No. Moss Deep shitty. Can't speak. Moss Deep City should be right around here somewhere. Right around here. It's Moss Deep. Let's go ahead and get our Moss Deep City encounter as well, if you don't mind. I don't mind at all, me. Do we have a water type on the team? Oh, Clauncher's gonna have to learn Dive. I really don't want to teach him Dive. He's so good. And I love his current moveset, and I really don't want him to have to learn Dive, but that's one of my least favorite things about 3rd gen is having to, unfortunately, your water type really just becomes an HM slave, so. Okay. Let's go ahead and use the old rod here. We'll get our Moss Deep City encounter. It's going to be another water type, which is fine. You know, we're pretty much to the point of the game, like I said, where everything's going to be water types. Our encounter is going to be a Carvana. Not a bad Pokemon. Rock Smash might kill. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad at the game. I knew it the second I did it. I don't care about Fire Pledge. I knew it the second I clicked it. I was like, he's part dark. Forgot that he was part dark until I clicked it, which is basically why I'm just an idiot, but it's okay. We lost our water encounter there, and you know, a water dark type actually would have been pretty good. It probably would have been one of the better Pokemon we could have got, and it has a Mega in this game. Yeah, thank you for the King's Rock. There are many reasons why that was not smart, but it's okay. We will be totally fine. In the next episode, like I said, we're gonna take on me in a day or two. We're gonna take on, Scott is just chilling on this island. Gilmore, feeling good. I'm doing great. I heard Moss Deep Gym Leader's pretty strong, so I decided to come take a look-see for myself, but there's something wrong about this town. People are going on about a warning letter into the Space Center. I don't think it concerns me in any way, though. Okay, in the next episode, we'll check out what's going on in the Space Center there and take on the gym leader. We'll also grab the Super Rod from this guy. And I think we'll also head north to go get our Shoal Cave encounter, which should be an ice type, so at least we'll get a nice ice type from there. Maybe something awesome, maybe something exciting. Maybe we'll start the next episode with that. I think we will. You know what? Hold on. Hold the telephone. What are you doing? Okay. Let me get to that route very quickly. Well, there's a route up here that we can get an encounter on. Right here, Route 125. So let's get our Route 125 encounter while I still have you guys here, since we're making pretty good time, I must say. We'll get our Route 125 encounter. Oh, a bite. Can we make up for the Sharpedo encounter? Can you give me the Sharpedo again? We already have a shell there. Let's go for the Super Rod. Let's see if we can pull in with a Super Rod. Maybe something like crazy high level. Okay. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to like play this annoying minigame like 6 times, but I'm ready for it. I got the reaction skills of a dang seasoned lad. Like a Chesapeake Bay seasoning salt. Look at that, a Pokemon's on the hook. The Pokemon is going to be a Cloyster, which is just an evolved form of Shelder, which isn't that great for us. If there's anything else other than Shelder here, please make your presence known, because I would like to capture you. Oh, a bite. Oh, a bite. Pokemon's on the hook. Our encounter for Route 125 is going to not be a Cloyster. It's anything but a Cloyster. I don't know if you've heard. But the bird is the word. And if we can find anything but a Cloyster, there's got to be something else. There's just one Pokemon on this route. Route 125 encounter going to be, you got to be Josh. I mean, it's looking like it's probably just going to be the Cloyster. Let's take a look. I mean, if it's the Cloyster, we're not going to catch it because, well, this lady's doing laps around me. If it's just the Cloyster, we're not going to catch it because it's dupes. So then we just won't get an encounter on this route, which is lame, but is looking like the only other option. There has to be at least a rare encounter or something. Come on, hook me up. Hook me up. Get it? Fishing? Hooking? Did you get it? Did you get it? Should I explain it some more? I could explain it slightly more, but I'm not going to. Not even a nibble. Come on, man. I'm going to go back to the old route after this because the super rod takes a little bit too long and seems to be only yielding Cloyster. There we go. Come on. Yes, you got this. You got this. Okay. About a million buttons. About a million buttons. Pokemon's on the hook. What do we got? What do we got? Still a Cloyster? Still a freaking Cloyster. Okay, well, what if we did the good rod instead? Maybe the good... I let it get away. What if we... I let it get away. What if we did the good rod instead? The good rod may yield better results for us. We can also just get a surfing encounter. It will probably be pretty lame, but if I have... at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. We're seeing Shelders. Let's see what we're seeing here. We're seeing Shelder still. We'll probably just end up getting a surfing encounter, and that surfing encounter is going to be a Tentacool. Not that big a deal. Not that exciting. But unfortunately, my hand has been forced. This is the last attempt. Last fishing attempt, and a Shelder. Okay, well, we'll just get a surfing encounter. That surfing encounter is going to be either a Wingull or a Tentacool or a Seal. Look at that. Adorable Seal. Okay, so I can't be in here because I will punch this thing to death. And we don't want that. Who cannot punch this thing to death? Walther? You think a Surf won't kill this thing? I think a Surf might not kill this thing. I'm optimistic about a Surf not killing this thing. Look at that. And now we can throw some Ultra Balls at this thing, I should say. It should be a fairly easy capture. That's a 1E, a 2E, a 3E, and a first ball capture, which makes me very happy. Cool, Unagi, cool. The Sea Lion Pokemon Seal Hunt for prey in frigid ice-covered seas. When it needs to breathe, it punches a hole through the ice with a sharply protruding section of its head. Give a nickname to the captured seal, absolutely. It's the Sea Lion Pokemon, and the only female lion I know is Nala. How do you spell Nala? There might be two L's, I can't remember. Nala. Nala from the Lion King, he's done it. Look at that. Spelling Bee champion of 3rd grade. Just kidding, I lost on the word emit. Nala's gonna get sent to box 1. We're going to get ready to head into Shoal Cave at the beginning of the next episode, and we'll also be taking on the 7th gym leader, so making some good progress. Series is getting close to wrapping up, maybe done by the end of next week, I would say. Which is good. It'll give you guys a little bit of time on the Christmas break to get ready, and it'll give me some time to get some streaming stuff ready. So it also gives me a little bit of time in case I can't record for a little bit. If I get sick or something, I'll have a little bit of buffer because I can definitely get this series done by the end of the month. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.